In this guide, I will show you how to extend the workflow to handle different operating hours for different days, right? So we're gonna make use of this. Example, whereby Monday and Tuesdays, these 2 days are our off days, meaning that any messages that we receive on these days, they will just trigger the away message. As for Wednesday to Friday, our operating hours, we want to set it as 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But when it comes to Saturday and Sunday, we like to set our operating hours to be from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so this is what we want to set the message to be like. The workflow to be like. So let's start with setting it up for Monday first. Okay, let's go to our workflow. So this is our previous workflow where we set up a really simple conditions where we will check whether the message is before 9 a.m. or whether it is after 6 p.m. right? As long as any of these two conditions is true, it is considered that this message comes in outside of operating hours. But now that we have different requirements whereby Monday and Tuesday are off days, we will have to add a additional branch. Okay, so let's add a branch. Click on add branch. So for this branch, I'm gonna call it Monday and Tuesday. Is it Monday and Tuesday? Okay, we're gonna call it Monday and Tuesday off days. Okay, so for Monday and Tuesday off days, I would like to move it up the branch so that it appears on the left. Okay, let me just move. Okay, for Monday and Tuesday branch, click on this three dot and move it up. Okay, just move it up first. Okay, for now I'm not going to configure the condition first. I'll just briefly explain why do I need to move it up. Okay, let me just save it. So you notice that when I move up Monday and Tuesday branch to the top, it appears on the left. It appears as the leftmost branch for the if else step. So the reason why we need to do this is because for me it's a preference. I like to keep things tidy. That's one of the reason. I would like this Monday and Tuesday branch to be evaluated first, because for if else step, the branches that is tied to it, the system will always evaluate it from left to right first, meaning that the system will evaluate this branch, Monday and Tuesday branch, and see whether the condition is true. If it is true, the contact can continue this path. If not, it will proceed to check on the second branch and so on, right? So that's the reason why I move it to the left. Now, let's go to the if else action form and configure the Monday and Tuesday conditions. So for this, we will have to choose the field message created at. This time round, I will choose is on day. Okay, is on day. Is on which day? The message is on Monday. Okay. The next condition that I need to set is, okay, let me add conditions. The message creation date is on Tuesday. All right. Now, if I save it and let it run, this thing is not going to work. Okay, because you notice that there is an AND statement. This statement will never be true, because if a message were to come in, it will never be on Monday and Tuesday at the same time. It will never be the case. A message can end, if let's say that the message come in on Monday, it can only be on Monday. It cannot be on Tuesday, right? So, which is why we need to change it to or. As long as any of this statement is true, this Monday and Tuesday branch, it is evaluated as true, and the contact can proceed on into the action specified under this Monday and Tuesday branch. Right? Just make sure that you set it as or. Okay, once we are done with this branch, let me save it. Okay, let's look at our second requirement. Our second requirement is for 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., it is only for Wednesday to Friday. Okay, it is only for Wednesday to Friday. So how can we set this? So if we go back to our workflow, click on if else, and we look at our outside of operating hours current condition, this condition, it actually applies to all days, meaning Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This time period, it applies to all of these days, but we do not want that. We only want 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. operating hours to apply for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so let's see what name we give it. We will give it this name. Okay, let's copy this. I will call this branch Wednesday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right. So now that I already have a condition, okay, let me add in a condition group to configure this. Let's see how I can do this. Okay, I have added a condition group. Let me add a condition group, and I will move these two conditions into the condition group first. Later on, it will be a little bit more clear why I'm doing this. So let me move these two conditions inside. Message created at, time is before, select a time, 9 a.m. Okay, bear with me here. Okay. Or the message created at, time is after 6 p.m. Okay. And then for the top, I'm just gonna remove it first. Okay. Now that we have cleaned things up a little bit, we will need to add the second condition group. Okay. So for the second condition group, what we want to check is this message on Wednesday? Is this message on Thursday? Is this message on Friday? Okay. So let's check message created at. The operator we're going to use is on day. And we'd like to check whether it's on Wednesday. All right. Let me add another condition. Message created at is on Thursday. Let me add another condition, the last condition. Message created at is on day Friday. Okay? Now, make sure that for this condition group, you use this or. You do not use and. If you use and, it will never be evaluated to true. It will never be, right? You need to use or. Because what we want to check is this, okay? Is the message on Wednesday? Okay, no, the message is not on Wednesday. Let's say that's the case. Then the next thing you want to check, is the message on Thursday? Alright, the message is on Thursday. This whole thing evaluates to true, okay? So this just allows us to check whether the message is on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Alright? Now, the next thing that you would like to change is this, okay? You need to change this from or to and. So what this means is, in order for this branch to evaluate to true, the first condition group, number one, it must be true first. The first condition group basically is just to check whether the time that the message comes in falls outside of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the second condition group is just to check whether the message is on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Therefore, you need to make sure these two conditions groups are evaluated to true before this Wednesday to Friday branch is evaluated to true, and that is the reason why you need to set it as and. If you set it as or, it is wrong. You cannot do that. All right? Okay, let me just save it first. So now we have the second branch that we have successfully set. Now, for the third branch, let us go back to our guide. For the third branch, we need Saturday and Sunday to have the operating hours to be from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. So how do we do that? Okay, so how do we do that? We will have to create a new branch. Okay, create a new branch. let's call this, okay, let's just copy and paste from here. This is a branch name. Okay. The branch name, I'm going to call it Saturday, Sunday operating hours. Okay, Saturday. Okay, let me just leave it as it is. Okay, maybe make it a bit clearer. Saturday, Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. So for Saturday, Sunday, the setup is going to be the same as Wednesday to Friday. The patterns is the same. Okay. The first thing that you need, let me just delete all the filters first. The first thing that you need within this filter is a condition group. Okay, let's add a condition group. So for the first condition group, we want to check whether the message comes in before 1 p.m. or not. Okay, does it come in before 1 p.m.? So message created at time is before 1 p.m. Okay, then we will also check whether the message created at the time is after 9 p.m. Whether it's after 9 p.m. Okay. For this, we need to change it to or. Okay, make sure it's the same as the one at the top. This is an or. Now, we need to add another condition group. For the next condition group, we would like to check whether the message is on Saturday or whether it is on Sunday. Message created at is on day Saturday. Okay? Or message created at is on day Sunday. Okay? I'd like to emphasize again, you need to make sure that within this condition group that checks whether it's Saturday or Sunday, it is an or. You need to set it as or. Okay? Or. And then between the condition group, the connector, it needs to be and. Okay, it needs to be and because both of the condition groups, it needs to be true in order for this Saturday and Sunday branch to be evaluated as true. Alright, so once you're done, just save. Okay? So now that we have set the different branches to handle different days, the next thing that we'd like to do is to add the personalized messages for Monday and Tuesday branch as well as Saturday and Sunday branch. Okay, so how can we do that? There's a shortcut that we can use. We can click on this three dot, and click on this three dot for the send message, copy actions from here. So what happened is that it's going to copy send message, send WhatsApp, and update contact. And I'm just going to paste it under Monday and Tuesday branch first. Okay, you can see that both of it is being copied over. If we take a look at the content within send WhatsApp, it is actually the same as this send WhatsApp because it's just a direct copy. And as for update contact, it's just going to copy the update contact configurations over as well. Okay, but let us just copy it over first. Copy all actions from here and paste it under Saturday and Sunday as well. Alright, now the only difference that we like to have for this different branch is the message. Okay, we don't want them to have the send message. So how can we do that? Obviously, we can just click on the send WhatsApp and change the message. Okay, so what is the message they'd like to change? Let me go back to the guide. Just for the sake of time, if the contact were to send us a message on Monday and Tuesday, I will send them this message. Alright, let me just copy this, go back to my workflow, click on the send WhatsApp action under Monday and Tuesday branch, select all the message and change it with this. Okay, hi contact, first name, thank you for reaching out, our office is closed on Monday and Tuesday, we'll respond to your message when we return on Wednesday. Okay, so this is the message we want to send out. Once I'm done, just click save. Now, the next message that I want to change is for the Saturday and Sunday message. Okay, same thing. Let me go back to my guide. For the Saturday and Sunday message, I will use this. Okay, let me just copy this message, go back to my workflow, and I'm gonna click on the send WhatsApp action that is under the Saturday and Sunday branch. Let me click on it, select everything, and paste it here. Hi contact, thank you for reaching out. Our weekend operating hours are from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Right, this is a message that we want to send. Once we are done, just click save. All right, so once we are happy with the setup, we just click save. All right, okay, let me do a quick recap. We are actually done with the setup. So what we have done over here is to extend the workflow to handle the different operating hours for different days. For Monday, we know that for the entire Monday and Tuesday, our staff are not working, right? Which is why if the message were to come in on Monday or Tuesday, it will trigger the message to let the user know that, hey, we are not open on Monday and Tuesday, right? But if the message were to come in outside of operating hours for Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, it will enter this part, okay? This part. So as long as the message comes in before 9 a.m. or the message comes in after 6 p.m., this is what we have set. Okay, and the message is on a Wednesday, or it is on Thursday, or it is on Friday, it will trigger the message to let the user know that you are away, and this message is specific to Wednesday to Friday branch. Okay, and that is the same for Saturday and Sunday as well. Saturday and Sunday, we set it in such a way that if the message were to come in on Saturday and Sunday, any message that comes in on Saturday and Sunday that comes in before 1 p.m., it will be considered as outside of operating hours. And of course, if the message comes in on Saturday or Sunday and the message is after 9 p.m., it will also be considered as outside of operating hours. Okay? So of course, in this case, if it's evaluated to true for Saturday and Sunday branch, it will send out the message that is specific to this branch. All right. So I hope that this guide gives you a clear idea in terms of how you can extend this workflow to really suit your business needs. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we will be happy to improve the guide with any feedback that comes along.